Hello friends! If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a fan or a subscriber, welcome back and thank you for your patronage. Today we are discussing World Religions, Judaism 6. There isn't much I need to say before we get started, so let's get on with the video. Judaism teaches that God's primary attributes are mercy and justice. These permeate his dealings with humans and are thought to be the primary aspects of God's character and not just attributes. The religion also states unequivocally that God is the source of both good and evil. The Jews do not derive from the story of Adam and Eve that of fallen humanity. They believe that God has implanted in each human the capacity for good and evil. According to the religion, humans have two parts, a mortal body and a divine spirit. A human has dignity and worth beyond other creatures. There is no dichotomy between matter and spirit. The earthly and heavenly are seen as harmonious parts to the whole. By Jewish definition, a sinner is one who embraces evil, not a person who makes mistakes or slips up from time to time. Jews believe they have a special task in the redemption of humanity. Tradition asserts that a Messiah will come from Jewish lineage to redeem humans and set up God's kingdom on earth. Unlike Christians, Jews believe the Messiah will be a human, not divine figure. 4 things will usher in this Messianic Age. A return of the Jews to their promised land, universal abolition of social and moral discrimination, a society that is ordered on truth and peace, and a universal religion with the true God as its center. Only when these conditions are realized will God's will see fruition. Unlike Christians or Muslims, Jews see this world as God's world. The kingdom of God is not celestial, but will be set up here on earth by humans under divine direction, and humans will enjoy peace and prosperity. In post-biblical Judaism, the idea developed of a suffering Messiah, perhaps even subject to a violent death, but this idea was controversial and never tied to man's atonement. Jews believe that God promised the land of Canaan, modern Syria, Lebanon, Jordan, and Israel, to Abraham and his descendants. According to tradition, Joshua, who was Moses' successor, led the Jews into the Promised Land. The loose tribal organization was finally unified under the kingships of Saul, David, and Solomon. David finally conquered all of Canaan. He captured Jerusalem and expanded his territory to include Syria, the Arabian Desert, and from the Mediterranean Sea to the borders of Iraq. This united kingdom lasted a little over a century when it split into 2. Israel, the larger kingdom, was conquered and destroyed in 721 BCE by the Assyrians. Judah fell to the Babylonians in 587 to 586 BCE. The first rite of passage is a male's circumcision at 8 days old. Another important rite happens when boys turn 13, the bar mitzvah, during which the young men are recognized as responsible adults and full-fledged members of the community. For the marriage ceremony, local practice prevails, but certain observances are common to most communities. A canopy symbolizing the couple's home is set up under which the vow is taken. Divorce is permitted, and divorcees are encouraged to remarry in the synagogue. Detailed ceremonies accompany death, which are primarily concerned with comforting the bereaved. Burial is within 24 hours unless a holy day intervenes, and a 7-day mourning period follows. The Sabbath is the most important Jewish observance, which begins Friday evening at dusk and continues until dusk on Saturday. The woman of the house lights candles, while the man in the house recites a special prayer over the wine and the bread to proclaim the Sabbath. Orthodox Jews will welcome the Sabbath by attending synagogue on Friday before dinner. Conservative and Reform Jews will attend a late evening service, but for all three groups, Saturday is for synagogue worship. Orthodox Jews refrain from any work on this day. I think that's a good place to stop for today. I will pick up at this point with Judaism 7. If you like this kind of content, please hit the like button, press the subscribe button, and if you would like to be notified when I come out with new content, please hit the bell next to the subscribe button. My Twitter, Discord, PayPal, and email links are in the description, as well as my source that I used for this episode. Please leave comments in the comment section. I love hearing from you. Question everything and never be afraid. Until next time, friends, goodbye.